Hello, everyone. This is another episode of the Happy Doc. For those who are not familiar with this show, my name is Taylor Brana. I am a psychiatry resident in my third year, and I started this podcast from a space of anxiety, stress, and ultimately feeling like I was really exhausted and burnt out as a medical student. And I was looking for some happiness and some excitement, and soon found that even on my clinical rotations when I went to the hospital, it wasn't a very happy place. And so I wanted to reach out to people who are successful, inspirational, happy, and excited about their fields in medicine and beyond. And so the Happy Doc took form. So this is a place where you get inspired, you get the energy, and you get excited to learn some new things, some ways of thinking, and have the ability to be happier and fulfilled in your life. So this episode, I'm going to dedicate some time to Dr. Neal Desai, who has been writing some amazing articles on the Happy Doc website. So if you guys go to thehappydoc.com, you will see that he's writing what's called the Podfather Chronicles. So to take a little step back here, Dr. Neal Desai is one of my partners in the Happy Doc and has been doing an amazing job organizing on our team. He's been doing the behind-the-scenes work, doing a lot of work on social media, reaching out to amazing guests, reaching out to people, and engaging in social media so that we can have awesome connections, guests on our team. He is also a very talented writer, and he's been doing some blog posts. He also is really awesome at finding amazing podcasts to listen to learn from. And so he has a couple things that came out, and I want you guys to check it out if you are so inclined. He has the Podfather playlist, which you can find on Spotify. So if you use Spotify, just look up the Podfather, and you will find his podcasting playlist. And you can also find his blog posts on thehappydoc.com. If you just click on the blog, you will see his podcast posts. Well, he just posted Chapter 4, the Creative Timing and Spaces blog post, and I wanted to talk about that in this episode. So, time and space, not to get too out there, you could take this many directions, but when we're talking about creative time and space, it's all about making sure that you have some time for yourself, that you set up some time that you can be creative. If we do not set up time in our lives to have blocked out spaces where we can just be ourselves, that we can be creative, that we can express ourselves in a new and fun way, we are going to lose a lot when it comes to our happiness, when it comes to our fulfillment. So whatever skill set that is, for me, I set up my podcasts in the mornings, and I make sure I block that out. It's so important for you to also set up those creative times to just do your thing. So music, art, writing, sculpture, what have you, anything you consider your side hustle, your creative space, something that is going to propel you to that next level or let you work on a skill you're passionate about, you gotta set up the time. And ideally, it needs to be every day, because our creative muscles or our extracurricular activity muscles must be exercised. It has to be used on a daily basis. And if we don't use those muscles, it gets flaccid, it gets weak, it gets atrophied. It's just not going to work as well. So we got to make sure that we harden our creativity muscles and that we're working on a daily basis. So not only setting up the time for it, but setting up the time consistently is incredibly important to get your energy level up and to get your creativity level up. So let's set that up and make it amazing. Number 2, we talked about time, but the other thing is space. You need the physical space. You need the invested space in order to make sure that you take your craft seriously. If you do not have a workspace, even if it's small, large, what have you, if you do not have the space, the equipment, the setup necessary for you to get your game on, for you to work on what it is that gives you joy, it's going to be incredibly tough. Anyone successful in life that takes their work seriously has a space that's for them, that is a workspace, that is a creative space for them to work on their craft. So are you setting up the time and the space necessary to work on what it is that you actually want to do. Creating your physical space, as Dr. Neal Desai says, allows you to decompress and release all the toxic clutter and noise in your head. A quieter head and personal space leads to healthier and innovative thought processes, actions, and novel connections. So what are you waiting for? Go create your space, set intentions to spend time there consistently, own it, make it yours, and love it. Your future self will thank you for it. And he had referenced an amazing podcast episode by Tom Bilyeu and Ryan Holiday on using stillness to achieve greatness via the impact theory. So if you want to learn more about this kind of concept, check out the blog post on thehappydoc.com and start exploring these ideas. It will make you happier. It will make you more fulfilled. I can tell you for a fact because I feel happier and I feel more fulfilled. So get your happiness on, enjoy life, and create those spaces, create those times for you to really express yourself. If you guys enjoyed that episode for today, my ask of you is simple. Create a time and create a space for you to get more creative. Bonus points if you do it on a daily basis. I can tell you it really does change your life, and I'm not embellishing that by any means. I can feel it in my own life. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I'm looking forward for you guys to check out the next episode. Have a great day and take care.